Everything they teach you in school is a lie. You want the truth? The world is controlled by shadowy elites and shape-shifting lizard people.
Let's talk about reptiles.
Marty, that's the most natural smile I've ever seen out of Mark Zuckerberg.
So the song Shake It Off was about how I shed my skin every 1,000 years. And the song Bad Blood was about how I drink blood out of my Grammys.
A toast to blood.
Save some blood for Paul Rudd.
I gave you my kidney.
And it was delicious.
Walton of the Reptoid High Council.
Good evening, your lizardness.
Oh, we're not that important. It's not like we control the world.
They live, we sleep. The alarms going off, beep beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite.
Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Katie and this is Dark Side of the Truth. Today we are going to talk about this demon face syndrome that some of you may have heard about that's like going around online right now. It's kind of going pretty viral. So I'm sure some of you have heard of it. Some of you maybe didn't hear of it. Some of you maybe heard of it or like, what the hell is this? What are people talking about? What does it mean? Don't worry, I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Before I go any further, I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick disclaimer though, so nobody comes for me and like this video can stay up. This video is strictly made for entertainment purposes only. It's 100% speculation, it's my opinion, it's 100% like made up, right? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and say that I'm an actress and I'm practicing my movie lines. So, scripted, right? Fake. Alright, hopefully that's good enough. Now, I already know you guys are gonna like this video, so before we get into the video, go ahead and like the video. Thanks. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, get subscribed to our channel. Because like, duh, why would you not want to?
Duh.
I mean, duh, he said it best.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we've all seen videos like this rolling around online where, like somebody's face seems to glitch out on camera or their eyes seem to flicker and a different set of eyes appear, right? I'm sure you guys have all seen these online because they're super viral and everybody likes to share them. And even more people like to view them. And as much as people like to claim that it's just a camera glitch or something along those lines, I tend to disagree with almost every single one that I've seen because why is it only their face that glitches out, right? Not the background, not like their body, not the other people when they cut to like, other news anchors or cut to somebody else on camera, they're not glitching. It's just the one person in particular, right? And it's just their face.
What's with her?
What's with your face? I don't know. Seems like a little bit of a coincidentally placed camera glitch, if you ask me, but you all know how I feel about those coincidences. So essentially, people are saying that ever since the previous solar eclipse that just happened on April 8th, I think it was, April 8th, the solar eclipse, I believe that's when it happened. It was on April 8th. Anyways, this most recent solar eclipse that just recently crossed over the United States, supposedly that has like thinned the veil essentially and made it easier for us humans are able to see through this veil that was originally there and that kept us from seeing the world for what it really is, essentially, okay? So the theory goes that this world is ran by, insert name here, okay? People call them demons, people call them aliens, people call them reptilians. I mean, you call them what you want, okay? There's lots of different names for them. But essentially, there is a powerful group of elites. Well, they consider themselves elites, I don't. But there's a powerful group who are secretive and they secretly convene and run the world, yada yada yada, okay? But they're not human, okay? They're alien, reptilian, Anunnaki, demons, they're like Satanists. I mean, insert name here, there's lots of different names for them, but that's what they are. They're not human, they're not like you and I, okay? Some people believe that they may be artificial intelligence. I mean, there's lots of different stuff out there, right? But they're not human. Anyways, so essentially they have like cloaking of capabilities, okay? This is all according to the theory, all right? Now it is kind of believable once we get into it, like just stick with me, okay? Just stick with me. Anyways, so they have like cloaking capabilities essentially, okay? And they're able to hold like a human form and deceive us all, right? While they're out in public or on TV or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, while people would like see them, they're able to hold this human form, okay? And rumor goes with this theory that they can't hold their human form when they're sleeping, and that their true reptilian selves like come out. And that's why like the king and queen like sleep in separate rooms, why there's like a king's quarter and a queen's quarter. And lots of people had said like when they came across like sleeping celebrities or sleeping royalty that like housemaids and stuff have quit because they saw them in their true forms and they were freaked out. And anyways, right? And then there's lots of stories of like Justin Bieber transforming at a concert.
According to Australian news website Perth Now, Justin Bieber was seen shape-shifting into a giant reptile in front of hundreds of fans at the Perth airport in Perth, Australia. While greeting fans, Bieber's head shrunk, his eyes went black with slits down the center, he grew taller and had gross-colored scales on his body. It happened so fast, but everyone saw it and started screaming and crying. A lot of people were running for the exits. His bodyguard was pointing at us, shouting that he'd kick our teeth in if we didn't put our phones away, one fan allegedly told Perth Now. There were girls hiding in the toilets, locking themselves in the cubicles, crying. Guys were running for the exits, jumping in taxis to get out of there. It was mayhem, another allegedly said. It is alleged that Bieber comes from a dominant reptilian Illuminati bloodline called the Babylonian Brotherhood, determined to usher in the New World Order.
I mean, there's been lots of things of like where this has been seen and it's been talked about, it's gone viral in lots of like scenarios and situations like this, okay? So essentially, there's this cabal that runs the world that are not human and they can cloak themselves and make themselves look human. Well, with this most recent solar eclipse that went by, that thinned the veil, essentially. And we are able to now see them for them true selves and them in their true form, okay? Because like the veil that they were holding up and the illusion that they were putting over our eyes and this like mask that they were putting on is starting to fall, like it's starting to slip and they can't hold it as well, and we're starting to see it for what it really is, okay? So when people say like the veil is slipping, that's what they're talking about, and that we're starting to be able to see things in a way that we've never seen them before, okay? Because also part of this theory is that, you know, people with like medium powers, like people who are psychics or, you know, can talk to things who aren't here or can predict the future or yada yada, you know what I'm saying? People who with gifts like this, people who are gifted or like, you know, Rain Man, human calculators and like, you know what I'm saying? Gifted people like this, they can access their power, okay? So like, according to this theory, all of us, every single human that God made on this earth, we all have powers. And our pineal gland, or our third eye, has been so calcified from all of the toxins that they put in our food, water, and air that we just can't see it and we can't use our powers, right? For what we used to be able to, okay? We've been, like our pineal gland and our third eye has been so calcified that we just can't access it, right? Some people can, that's why like we say like, oh, some people are gifted with their, you know, medium powers or psychic powers, yada, 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 right? But supposedly all of us can do this. And if you decalcify your pineal gland, you're supposed to be able to access your powers. And these solar flares and solar eclipses and stuff that keep happening are, according to this theory, decalcifying the publics, all of the publics and all of the civilization of the world. It's decalcifying their pineal gland like at a rapid pace, like way faster than it ever has before, right? And that's why we can start to see these things for what they really are, okay? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyways, okay, so now that you get a basic understanding of what I'm talking about, there have been people that have been coming out and saying like, I'm seeing things that aren't real, right? That shouldn't be real, right? Things that like people that I've known my whole life that were normal, now they're not, right? Like now they look different, okay? So now the government and those in charge are coming out and saying that it's a new psyche problem, right? Like a mental disorder, okay? And that you are seeing these things not because that's what's actually there, but because there's something wrong with you. Go figure. Gaslighting in its finest.
Don't gaslight a gaslighter, babe.
They say that this is a new syndrome that you can suffer from, and it's called demon face syndrome. I fucking shit you not. I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. That's what they're calling it, demon face syndrome. And that if you suffer from this syndrome, one day you'll wake up and all people's faces will just be distorted, and that like you'll see people or humans as looking crazy, right? Nuts. Nuts. So let's get into this. I want to show you some firsthand accounts of people who have witnessed people changing, like their stories, what they have to say. I'm going to show you some videos of people explaining demon face syndrome a little bit deeper, so hopefully you guys can understand it a little better. And then I'm going to show you some examples of all of this stuff being caught on camera, and we're going to make shit make sense. So stick with me, stick till the end. I promise you're not going to want to miss any of this. Let's get into it.
Apparently, there's a new strange condition that's happening to make people see demonic faces. And these are the faces that people are starting to see. Pointy ears and elongated Joker-like smiles. Look like a gremlin of some sort. This is the new condition that they're talking about. A 59-year-old Victor was one of the first people to encounter this new illness. Yeah, he woke up one day and said his family members had elongated eyes and deep scars on their faces, as y'all seen in that video before. And allegedly, they're blaming it on the head trauma that he had. Now they making it go viral, which makes me think, is more people going to start to see these demonic faces? This makes me think about this movie right here, They Lived. You know, where similar things was happening when they put on the glasses. Now, I keep trying to tell y'all, as the veil between the spiritual realm and the physical realm keeps thinning, you're going to start to see a lot more, how can I put this, strange things. But I'm honestly curious though, what y'all think about people starting to see demonic faces from this rare condition? In the comments, like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. They lived.
Like nuts, right? It definitely makes me think of They Live. Like we all are about to put our Rodney Piper glasses on, for real, for real. If you guys haven't seen that movie, go check it out, because it is so what's happening right now. Like 100% what's happening right now. Nuts. Nuts. So hopefully now that you see some pictures of what they're saying is happening, hopefully it's like a little bit easier to understand. Now let's watch a news clip of what the news is telling people this is, okay? Just wait.
Here's stuff I love. Imagine your vision is totally normal, and then one day you see demonic features everywhere on people only, just like this, what you see behind me. Now that's a reality for a man named Victor Shera. He has extremely rare yet terrifying disorder called PMO, and it's commonly known as, or now known because people didn't know about it at first. It's called the demon face syndrome. People with the condition see parts of other people's faces distorted in shape, texture, position, or color. For Shera, that means grotesque, grimace, elongated eyes, and deeply etched scars. Also, pointed ears. There are 75 known cases of the disorder. My next guest, well, we talk about it, and he is kind of skeptical, but he says there's some proof.
Crazy. Like nuts. Demon face syndrome. Like that's the legit, like, technical name they gave it. I can't. Like I'm telling you, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. It's too much. Okay, so now let's hear from a gentleman who had a first-hand account and like a personal witness testimony. This happened to me. Here's my story. Let's hear him.
Hey, so today I experienced something that I've never experienced in my life before. Freaked me out, thought I was crazy. Still haven't processed it fully. So, as I do every week, twice a week, I make deliveries to the same guy. I've been doing it for 7 months. And it's the same guy every time I walk in. He's got a big garage with like a couple trucks in it. I walk in, I hand him his parts, we talk for a minute, I walk away. I go on my business. Today, I walked in, and he had his back to me, and he was working on his bench, and he must have heard me coming. I don't know, because I was actually pretty quiet, I thought, but when he turned around, I jumped and kind of grabbed my mouth like that because I didn't know what to think. And he laughed a little bit and he called me jumpy. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm just not feeling very good. And I handed him his part and I was like, hey, I gotta go. The reason I reacted that way is because when I looked at him, he was different. He didn't look like the same guy I saw every other time. First thing I saw was he had no color in his eyes. They were completely black. like black. Like you couldn't even see reflections. It was just a black mass. And for some reason his ears were kind of weird and they had like this little point like that. I don't know what that was. Excuse me. But then I was talking to my friend and he sent me an article about them saying that a new disorder that's coming out where people are starting to see demon faces in people. And it got me thinking, if they're putting something like that out, could it be a disorder, or is it God is actually letting people see demons and they're just trying to make it look like we're crazy? I still can't process it. I can't. I don't know. And like ever since the eclipse, I find it funny. The clouds look different for some reason. I don't know what it is yet. I'm gonna figure that one out. But that could be just me being dumb. The other thing I saw, like I have perfect vision, so I don't know what I saw. If anybody else has ever seen this, can you please let me know, because I'm kind of weirded out right now. Anyway, God bless, love you, take care.
Nuts, right? And like, I'm sorry, but I like to think that I can tell when somebody's lying, and like my man seems so genuine. He was so like genuinely freaked out. Like he was like on the verge of tears just reliving this and like telling us the story. Like he did not even want to think about it again. That shit genuinely terrified him. I don't know, horrifying. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you ever seen any of this on your own, like in real life. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your comments. Now, the main question I have for you before we get into this being caught on camera and like examples of this happening, right? I just have one question for you. If it truly is like a mental disorder, right? And it's like something wrong with your psyche and that's why you're seeing this demon face syndrome, right? How come it's capturable in videos and pictures and over the phone? Does my phone now have demon face syndrome too? Because, like, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that's in my psyche, I shouldn't be able to take a picture or a video of it. Like, if I'm schizophrenic, I couldn't take a picture or a video of the people that I'm talking to because they're not there. You picking up what I'm laying down? Okay. Now, let's check out some videos and photos and all the goodness of this actually being caught on camera so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about and what everybody else is talking about. Let's go.
Kill that thing right now!
Oh, I got some of you dancing around on the floor right now. Get on up out of bed. Come on.
Ugh. I'm sorry, okay, maybe that's not like a prime example of demon face syndrome, but that priest freaks me out, okay? Like, he is a demon. Like, he just is, okay? I know you guys have seen videos of him before. He's so creepy. Anyways, okay, let me get into some real examples of demon face syndrome. I just had to throw that in there because, like, my God.
Speaking of demon face syndrome, right? They told us that this is going to be a thing, right? Y'all see this? Look at the ears and the eyes. Look at that. I've never seen ears like that. But look at when he blinks. There's like no eyelids. Look, hold on. What? There's even... Yeah, man, like when he blinks, it's so weird. It's like it doesn't even close. There's like an overlay. Look at this, y'all. Look. There's like a... What? Look at that, man. He didn't even blink. What the hell, y'all? Bro, this is ridiculous. When they said this was going to start happening, I didn't think it was going to happen this quickly, y'all. That's crazy. They didn't even give us any time to prepare at all. At all, you guys. They really are amongst us hidden. They really are amongst us hidden, y'all. But now it's coming to the light. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get this shift. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, and share for more videos like that. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift.
Yeah, Nuts, right? Like, does the camera have it too? Because I see it, and I seen him blink when there wasn't any eyelids closing or anything. Now, how about this next lady? Tell me that she doesn't, like, reek of, like, hi, I'm possessed. Just tell me you don't get that feeling watching her. Let's watch.
Holiday Looking for Interesting Videos department has merged with 2 new videos we thought we'd show you at the end of the week that tell us a lot about a lot. One of them is video of Australia's new ambassador for gender equality. She just introduced herself to the world. She's American, by the way. She doesn't say that. She's got a fake accent. But as you watch this, just take a look at her and ask yourself, again, we're not religious authorities, but is there demonic possession playing a role in this? Watch.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Copus Campbell, Australia's new Ambassador for Gender Equality. I'm incredibly honoured to take on this role as the lead international advocate for Australia's commitment to gender equality and the human rights of women and girls and persons of diverse gender identities.
If that lady showed up at your house at night, I mean, we're not being mean, just being honest. Like, people's hearts come through their faces sometimes. That's
That lady shows up at my house in the middle of the night, like, I'm kicking her. I'm sorry. It's just pure reaction. I'm not even trying to be mean. Like, what? She wasn't human. I'm sorry. She wasn't human. That's just my opinion. Okay, now how about this one? I know it's just a show. I understand it's just a show. But where do you think they get these ideas from? Like, they don't just, like, pull them out of their bum. You know what I mean? Like, they get them from somewhere. And 9 times out of 10, they put the truth in the TVs, like shows and the movies, and they lie to you in the news. So, let's check this out. Just tell me what you think. Coincidence? Is it, you know, connected? Love to hear your thoughts, because I can guarantee 90% of you can guess mine.
Watch this. This is what's going to happen after eclipse.
1 million humans have the genetic mutation that enables them to see through our molecular reconstruction. Yet somehow, in a town of 1,000 people, there is a runny-nosed kid who can see me in my true form. This is some bullshit.
Now, I'm not saying it's going to be immediate and that's what people are going to look like, but that's very close to how it's going to be, where you're going to see what people truly are and everyone else is still going to see them.
Yep. You're going to be able to see their true form. I'm telling you. It's going to start happening. Just watch. Just pay attention. Tell me if you guys start seeing this in real life. Tell me if you start seeing more of these videos online. What's going on? Is it a syndrome? Is it a mental syndrome? Is it because the veil's thinning? I don't know. Let's keep building on this and let me know what you think at the end of the video.
You better learn God, because the demons are definitely out there.
I'm told that. Man, you know, this is the demonic shit right here. Take our baths. They say if you now watch, you have to do something. You see her eyes? You see whites? Now watch. Why not? All black. Yes. I'll marry you. You. Go! Demonic shit right there. Y'all don't realize that. Some guy.
Yeah, and like I understand, like, okay, it's just a movie, but like they put these things in the movies for a reason. Like, even if J-Lo wasn't transforming like on her own and those weren't her own like natural solid black eyes, like even if those are contacts, they added that into the movie for a reason. You see what I'm saying? Weird. Now, we're done with the movies, we're done with the movie clips and stuff like that, TV shows, like no more of that. Now I'm just gonna show you like real life coincidences of this and like news anchors, and just stick with me.
Neredesin küçük kız, seni bulamıyorum, neredesin? Neredesin küçük kız, seni bulamıyorum, neredesin? Neredesin küçük kız, seni bulamıyorum, neredesin?
No, like just no. That is not natural. Her dog was horrified of her. He couldn't get away from her quick enough. Like that just doesn't seem natural. I don't know. Maybe that was just her putting on a skit, but like it's the eyes for me. I don't know, something in those eyes and the way the dog reacted. No. Nope. Not today, Satan.
Dale.
Like, what? What is that? No, he's a reptile. He's not human. That's not natural. Go ahead, pinch your arm. Tell me if you see something like that pop up. Like, what is this? And why can my camera phone capture it if it's all in my head? Just saying. Watch this transformation. Pay attention to Homeboy's teeth because he's gonna give you a big cheesy grin where you can see all of his teeth perfectly, and then they're just gonna all of a sudden transform and all of them change into like sharp ass reptilian teeth. Check it out. Watch. After watching this video, if you still aren't convinced that demon face syndrome is a real thing, that's not a mental disorder, and not in your head, then I don't know. I don't know how to help you. Just watch it. Check this out.
Folks, we got another reptilian shapeshifter caught on live TV. Like, look at those teeth! This man's evil. I don't know who he is. He's evil.
He's a reptile. Yes, he's evil. Yes, he's a reptile. Yes, he's a demon. Yes, he's an alien. Yes, he's whatever the hell you want to call him. He's not human. Don't call him human. I don't care what you call him, but don't call him human. Creepy. So creepy. Now, this next news anchor legitimately started to shapeshift and like change form so much that he had to just walk off camera. Like dead ass. Like middle of sentence, just bye. Weird. Watch.
Michael Brownlee, a former reporter for the LA branch, has a history of potentially transforming, a point that seemingly rejects the theory it's due to compression issues. However, the most infamous transformation came when the cameraman, apparently aware of Brownlee's emerging real form, turned the camera away for no reason.
Now, we talk about the mother's arrest, but the mother says that her 16-year-old daughter, the victim in this case, was also arrested here back on September 18th. Now, keep in mind, this is the family story, their account of what they see happened here on campus earlier this month. Unfortunately, we weren't able to reach the school district for comment, but keep in mind, a mother and daughter baffled over how a celebration with cake...
Weird, right? Because he was like middle of his sentence, just like straight up walked off camera. It's not like the cameraman like panned off of him or anything. Like, strange. Now, this next one, keep an eye on her left eye, okay? Her left. It's gonna be your right, like looking at her, but it's her left eye. Anyways, watch it. Just keep an eye on it.
Watch this. Here we go. Watch. Watch the glitch.
Is more middle class. It tends to have.
Whoa, there it is. You missed it, didn't you? Watch this. Zoom in on that sucker.
Now, the population there is more middle class. It tends to have.
Boom, did you see it?
Problems here recounted.
Look at that. Watch this.
Now, the population
right here.
There is more middle class. It tends to have.
Got that. Look.
Health problems here recounted. So, COVID.
Not you, Lola. Well, everybody, I'm going to tell you what. It's the end days. Even our news reporters, or news reporting is starting to shape shift. Look, here it goes. Watch this. Boom! Let me see if I can pause that. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is a reptilian shape-shifting right before our very eyes.
Crazy. Like nuts, right? And he says, oh, even our news reporters are shape-shifting. What do you mean even? Especially them. Like, they're all in on it, bro. Like, come on. Crazy. Just nuts. And I know it kind of happened to both of her eyes, but it was, like, mainly in her left eye. That's why I said focus on that one. But you could still see it in both. So, weird. Let me know what you guys think that is. Watch this chick's face and tell me that you think it's just a camera glitch or, you know, anything of the sort. And then if you do think it's a camera glitch, why is it not happening to the background or her shirt or anything other than her face or her skin? I don't know. Let me play the clip and you decide.
It appears Brittany is suffering from a major psychological disorder and that it might actually be bipolar. Could be that. The doc then predicts how much longer they'll live. Sick, I know, but I also know you want to hear what she has to say. The doc says if these people don't get help or straighten up fast, I haven't pre-read any of this. Brittany won't make it to the age 30, Lindsay won't see 25, and Michael Jackson has no more than 5 years left. At the other end, Angelina's going to have a long, healthy life, and so will George Bush and Nicole Richie. If you're already,
I don't know, there's something about that clip just being played backwards that, like, watching her change from her reptilian form back into her human form is, like, so much creepier than watching her change from human to reptilian. I don't know why, but it just hits different for me. So creepy. Anyways, let me know, you still think that's just a camera glitch? Does that really just look like a camera glitch to you? That's why it only happened to her face, and that makes sense? Because camera glitches are, like, picky and choosy about where they glitch out at, apparently. I don't know. Anyways. Watch this chick's eyes, because I never in my life have seen somebody's eyes glitch, flicker, twitch, and change more ever. It literally reminds me of the blonde chick from Focus at the end of the movie when she's like accessing 100% of her brain and she's like swapping from all the animals, and it's like you see all the different animals' eyes in her eyes, right? And then it goes reptilian back to human. Go figure, right? This literally reminds me of that, because you just see like it's just swapping eyes, like change, like so fast. Check it out.
The issues that
look at his eyes.
This week, a change of pace, and I'm honored.
Now watch this lady's eyes.
Anchor of Inside Edition, Deborah Norville. Inside Edition, television's longest-running, top-rated, and most honored syndicated news magazine. It joins the ABC 40 afternoon lineup on September 11th at 3:30, in addition to every weeknight on CBS 3 at 7. Deborah, I can't thank you enough for taking the time to be with us today. Good to see you.
Well, it's my pleasure. Nice to see you, Dave.
You started
this lady's eyes.
You're starting your 29th season as
look at his eyes.
When you began anchoring the program,
look at her eyes.
In 1995, did you ever envision you'd be there for almost 30 years to become the longest-serving anchor on American television? That's quite an honor.
No. In brief, I had absolutely no idea, and I don't think anybody who works in television, or really any field for that matter, thinks when you say yes to a job offer that job is going to last for 2.5 decades. So I'm as surprised as anybody.
Like, what? I've never seen somebody's eyes do that ever before in my life. Like, this is crazy. And trust me, I've done a lot of research on this topic before making this video. And that, by far, was the craziest eye-twitching video that I've ever came across. Ever. What? And I don't want to hear like, oh, just a glitchy light behind her, Katie. She had a flickering light behind her while she's recording. No. It's just, no, it wasn't. It just wasn't. This next one, legitimately, I can't make sense of what this creature is or why it is inside of this government building, Senate office, whatever the hell this government building is. What is it doing there? Why is it inside of it? Why is it sitting at the desk? And why does it have a sign in front of it that says like U.S. something, U.S. Senator, U.S. Embassy? I don't know. I don't remember. We'll see when we watch it, but they're definitely a U.S. member, whatever the hell it is. Some U.S. person representing the United States in a governmental seat. This is them. Check it out. Make it make sense. Like, what?
This has to be an alien. And of course he's from the moon.
I don't know. He's wearing a crown.
I have no clue. I have legitimately no clue. It looks like a black like frog or a black like puffer fish head. I don't know. I don't know. And why does it have a crown on? Why does it legitimately look like there's a little miniature crown on top of its head? Why is it there? Why is it like, what is that, first of all? And why is it inside of this governmental building sitting at a desk that clearly has a sign in front of it that says United States? We don't want that person representing the United States. Get it the fuck up out of here. What is going on? No, that's not okay. That is not okay. This next one is an oldie but a goodie. It's probably like the most popular like eye shape-shifting, you know, reptilian losing their form type video that has been caught on camera like to date, but it's so good I had to include it. Check it out. Like, no, I'm not okay with that. I know, obviously, it could be CGI. I mean, a lot of these could be, but, like, what if it's real? What if it's not CGI? I don't know. What's up with this new demon face syndrome that, like, they're trying to make us accept is like a, oh, yeah, that's a mental disorder. Sure thing. Come on, guys. Come on. God gave you a brain. Use it. Okay, so this next one is Jenna Bush, which is George Bush's daughter, and she can't seem to hold her shape-shifting human skin up while she is doing a media news interview, and the news anchors keep trying to alert her of this by constantly saying change. Oh, you and your sister changed. Oh, you did this and you change, right? Because they're trying to let her know, like, that you're changing, like, stop, right? Like, get a grip, homie, right? Anyways, check it out. I'm sure some of you guys have seen this one too, because it's an oldie but a goodie, but I had to include it because it's just, it's great.
Yeah, no, I mean, everybody realizes that this is about Anna's story and what I've learned in Latin America.
Yeah, now,
what did you learn? Well, I met with my job. I worked for UNICEF, which is an amazing organization that works in over 150 countries. And my job was to meet with teenagers who were living in exclusion, who were living in extreme poverty or living with HIV, and write their stories, listen to their stories and write them for UNICEF. And so, I mean, I obviously learned so much from these kids. I learned from Anna in particular, who has lived an extremely difficult life. I learned to live each day to its fullest.
Excuse me, Jenny, there's a word you used earlier in the interview about exclusion. Can you explain what that is?
Yes. Well, a lot of the kids I met, I mean, exclusion is a broad term, obviously, but the kids I met were living in extreme poverty. They didn't have access to medical care or education, schooling. They were living with HIV, and so they were living outside of society's embrace.
I think doing any kind of missionary work, I think, really changes a person. And you and your sister had a little bit, I mean, you guys weren't Paris Hilton, but you had a little bit of a reputation as party girls. Do you think this changed you?
Well, no, I mean, I think people had that image of us because they didn't know really what we were up to, because we wanted to keep private. But of course, you know, so it didn't change my personality necessarily. But I taught for 2 years after the University of Texas, after graduating, and then went on to Latin America. And you know, of course, I've grown up. It's been 7 years since people had that image of me. But yeah, I mean, listening to their stories was incredible. And
Jenna, when you see this, when you not only listen to their stories, but you get involved and you write about it as well, does it change how you look, you're thinking about how government should run in the United States and elsewhere to help these people? Why should these people be in these situations?
Yeah, I mean, I think the United States government does try to help. I went to Africa this summer with my mom, and I met a lot of people who are getting assistance from the United States government and to help them get the medicine they need to stay healthy. But definitely, and I think the key is education. And for instance, with Anna's mother didn't have the education to know what to do to keep her baby, Anna, safe. So Anna inherited HIV from her mom. But Anna, with education in Latin America, has taken the proper ARVs, and her baby, Beatriz, is most likely HIV negative. So there is a positive light to all of this.
Does it ever make you feel like you...
Yo. Like, straight up, you cannot tell me that she was not changing into a reptilian. Like, you could see it. You could straight up see her lizard skin. No. Nope. That will never be okay with me. Like, that will never be okay with me. And I don't want to hear that it's just a camera glitch, because, like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't happening on the background. It didn't happen to any of the other news anchors when they would cut to them. It didn't happen on anybody else's background. It didn't even happen on Jenna Bush's own face when they would come, like, cut to a news anchor and then go fresh back to her. She was normal again. She was human again. And then as she's sitting there talking and, like, explaining herself, she's slowly starting to lose her form, and she's slowly starting to slip, and she can't hold it for very long. And then they hurry up and cut it to the news anchors, and then they go back to her, and she's fine again. And then as she starts talking, she starts changing again. Whoa. Like, whoa. It's nuts. Like, it's just nuts, right? Nuts. I have one more example of this to show you guys what this demon face syndrome is all about. And then I definitely want to meet you guys all below in the comments so we can discuss. And, like, I want to hear what everybody has to say, what you think is going on here. Have you ever witnessed anything like this for yourself? Have you ever heard a story from a family member or anything? I want to know. Let me know.
Coming up now, we're gonna see going to see a second set of eyes. I don't know if this has been caught on TV before. Do you see that? Second set of eyes. I'm going to go back and show it to you. She even looks a little bit shocked, like, what did I just see? I think she saw it too. Here we go. So there it is, the blink. I'm going to do it in slow-mo now. There we go. It's like he had eyes in between. In between those eyelids is another set of eyes. Can you see that?
I asked that specific question in the
right after he starts talking. After he stops talking, she'll look up and their eyes flicker. It's kind of crazy. Some of these guys think.
Okay, another one. Charles Strange,
right
the father of one of the Navy SEALs, Michael Strange, said he didn't believe the explanations from the Pentagon that the town they not going to say.
I asked that specific question in the hearing of the Pentagon. They did not have a good answer to that. They agreed to get back to us on that, but they did not. We did not get a clarifying answer on that particular point.
Okay, another one. Charles Strange, the father of one of the Navy SEALs, Michael Strange.
I asked that specific question in the hearing of the Pentagon. They did not have a good answer to that. They agreed to get back to us on that, but they did not. We did not get a clarifying answer on that particular point.
Okay, another one. Charles Strange, the father of one of the Navy SEALs. Oh my God. Fuck.
Weird. Really weird.
Yeah, that was definitely very weird, very uncomfortable, and I don't know. I mean, obviously it could be like editing, could be camera tricks, obviously, but I don't think it is, because like they made this a syndrome, right? They tried to blame it on us. They tried to gaslight us. I feel like that alone right there proves that like this is real and there's like some substance and some like real shit here, because like otherwise they would have just ignored it. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have been like, nah, it's you, homie, you crazy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Nuts. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that it is just like a syndrome and maybe we just haven't known about it until now? Doing research on the topic, I have seen certain cases, very, very few, that's why you haven't heard about it, but very few cases of this demon face syndrome do date back to like the 50s. So I guess it's not like a new phenomenon, but it kind of is, because like it wasn't popular like it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like people didn't know about it. There was only like very few cases back in the 50s, like 1 or 2 people. And maybe that's just because like they were able to access their power, and their power was to see these people for what it was, right? Like they just always had their Rodney Piper glasses on. Maybe that's why they could see them. I don't know. But I definitely think that it's convenient and coincidental that right after this last solar eclipse happened, that now like everybody's starting to see these things, and now it's like a syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Like a mental disorder. Like they're gaslighting you. That's the only word for it. They're gaslighting you. They're trying to make you think like, no, it's you, bro. That's not really what's happening. You're just crazy, homie.
I'm crazier than you are by a lot. Like, when will people learn this? I'm fucking insane.
And like nothing could be further from the truth. Nothing. Nuts. Now, if you haven't already liked the video, do me a favor and smash the hell out of that like button for me. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, get subscribed to our channel, because duh, why would you not want to, right? I do still have kittens for sale. They are Egyptian Mau mixed with Bengal. So, if you're interested in any of the kittens, comment below this video, message me, email me, all that good stuff. Email's always linked in the description below the videos. If you guys have any personal accounts, personal stories, or personal videos that you want to send my way, or just videos that you want me to check out, you can always tag me in them on social media or send them to me in my email. Sorry for the loudness over here. He's playing with his truck, which means, Mom, I'm getting antsy. Stop recording your video and come play with me. So, I'm gonna end this one here. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I really appreciate your guys' time as always. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!